Are you ready to post your first YouTube video? There's a lot of steps involved. I'm going to take you through them step by step so you don't miss a thing. Now, some of these steps are absolutely mandatory and some of them are optional. I'll tell you which is which. Let's just dive right into it. All right, here we are on YouTube. The first thing you definitely want to do is sign into your Google account. This is mandatory. You can see the sign in button right here at the top right of the screen. And then go ahead and sign into your account. Now your YouTube login is the same as your Google login. So if you have a Google account, that's the login to your YouTube account. If you don't yet have a Google account, which I kind of believe you do, and maybe you don't know it, but if you really don't, there's a link to create a Google account down in the description box. So once you've signed in, you can tell you're logged in because that sign in button is gone here from YouTube and it's been replaced by a circle with either your initials on it or maybe like in this instance, this is my company's logo. So I know I'm signed into my company's account. The next step you might want to take, it's optional, but highly recommended, is to verify your YouTube account. Now to do this, just go to www.youtube.com/verify. You're gonna enter in your phone number and they're gonna send you a code, and then you just type your code into the field on your computer, and that's how you know you've verified your account. Now, why would you wanna do this? There's a lot of reasons. First of all, you get a lot of extra privileges once you verified your YouTube account. For instance, you can upload videos longer than 15 minutes. You can upload custom thumbnails, which we'll talk about, and you can actually go live and live stream on YouTube once you've verified your account. Okay, so now that you've done all that, let's head back over to YouTube, and here's how you upload your first video. You're going to see this icon here. It's a camera with a plus sign in the center. Just click that here on your desktop and select this option here, Upload Video. Now, if you're using the YouTube app on your phone or tablet, you're actually going to click this center button at the bottom of the screen, the circle with the plus sign, and you can upload your video right from your phone. All right, back to the desktop. Now you're going to get this window here where you can either drag and drop video files or select files from your computer. Just navigate to the video file you're looking for, and it automatically starts uploading. All right, this next window has a lot of different fields for you to fill out. The first thing you want to do is give your video a title. It'll automatically fill in with the name of your original video file, but you can change this right here by highlighting the text and typing in your new title. The next few steps are optional, but also highly recommended. You want to fill in a description of your video next, and this is really important because it helps YouTube categorize your video and understand what the video is about. So when people search for content on YouTube, your video will show up. Now, if you want to know more about optimizing a YouTube video, I'm going to link to a video right here that talks a lot about that. There is a free tool online called TubeBuddy that I highly recommend. I'll link to that down in the description box below if you want to check it out. But today we're just focusing on like the basic steps. So I would finish watching this video before you watch that one. Now that you filled in the description, the next step is to upload a custom thumbnail. Now, a custom thumbnail is an image that you've created outside of YouTube that is going to show on the YouTube homepage when people are served up your video. It's like a graphic image that talks about what the video content is about. Now, if you don't upload a custom thumbnail, YouTube will pick a random frame from your video and show that as the thumbnail. Definitely not the optimal option if you want your YouTube video to get found, because it's just going to be a freeze frame of you maybe going like this or that, and it's not flattering. It doesn't tell people what the video is about. So definitely I would recommend creating a custom thumbnail that's aesthetically pleasing, really catches the eye, and tells the viewer what that video is about so that they are compelled to click on it. Below that, you can add your video to a playlist. Now, playlists help categorize your content so viewers can find that content faster. So if they've watched one video of a certain topic, then you can have a whole playlist of other videos also in that topic to keep them watching on your channel. Next, it's going to ask you if your video is made for children. And unless you're creating content that's like you reading storytime books to kids or reviewing kids' toys, the answer to this question is no, it's not made for children. The next drop down is if you want to age restrict your content. So if your content is inappropriate for kids under the age of 18, then you should restrict that content. Most of you will never fall into this category. I always just say, no, don't restrict the age of my content because my content is safe for children to watch, even if they're not interested in it or it's not created for them. The next thing you want to do is hit this show more button. And then it's going to ask you some more questions. Paid promotion. Is your video sponsored by someone? If not, you can leave that box unchecked. The next option is that YouTube will create automatic chapters for your video so that viewers can jump to the section they might most be interested in. So if someone Googles a term related to your video, they might see these video results, and Google creates these chapters that a viewer can just jump to. I would recommend you leave that checked. The next option is tags. Tags are where you put keywords related to your topic. It kind of helps in the searchability, though YouTube has told us that over the years, they've made tags less and less important in terms of search and discovery on the platform, but I still like to take the time to create those tags. The next few options allow you to add more information about your video, like what language it's in, if it has caption certification, the date of the recording, the location of the recording. Most of these you can just leave at the default settings. The next option down is license. This is a really important one. The standard YouTube license protects you from people stealing your content. But if you want to make your content available for anyone to snag off of YouTube and use in their own content, like stock video or anything else, you can change this option from standard YouTube license to Creative Commons. That means that in the description box, anyone who borrows your content should attribute you in the description box as the original creator of that content. I just leave mine on the standard YouTube license. The next option is shorts sampling. YouTube shorts are 60-second videos, almost like TikTok videos, where people can grab parts of your video and incorporate them into their own shorts. I don't like to let people take my clips and incorporate them into shorts, so I like to uncheck this one. If you don't mind people doing that though, leave that checked. The next option is about comments under your video. So do you want to let people write comments under your videos? I say yes, let people write comments because that kind of engagement helps your video be found more easily on YouTube. So if you want people to see your video, I would definitely leave comments enabled. The next option is to hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. So that means that if YouTube detects swear words, for instance, in your comments, it'll keep those comments private until you manually review them and approve them and make them visible to the public, or you can just delete them without anyone ever seeing them. You could hold all comments for review, so that means no comments are visible to the public until you go in and approve them. And the last one is disable comments, where nobody can comment under your videos. Like I said, I don't recommend that option. I think it hurts the searchability of your videos. You can also sort the comments by the most popular or whichever ones are the newest. The default is sort by top. And then the last check mark is to show how many viewers like the video. So when you see a video on YouTube and it's got the little thumbs up with the number next to it, that is optional. You don't have to show how many people like your video. Again, I think it should be visible. That's my recommendation. I leave this one checked. All right, once you've gone through all of those options, hit the next button. And here you can add subtitles, an end screen, or cards. All of these elements are, again, optional to add to your video. They can definitely help though with search and discovery, or to point your viewers to another related video on your channel to keep them watching your channel so you can get those watch hours, views, likes, and comments. So for subtitles, you can add a transcription of your content. This can help in your searchability. The next one is end screens. End screens are those little preview video thumbnails that you see at the end of people's videos that entice them to keep clicking. Just select the configuration you want, and then you have different options about what thumbnails will be shown to your viewers. So right now the default is best for viewer. That means that YouTube is going to pick the best option for the viewer. And I recommend doing that because YouTube and Google know a lot more about your viewers than you do. So I would definitely show them whichever one that YouTube thinks is best, but then you can also manually pick what you want them to see next. You can also opt for not just a single video, but a playlist. And then the last thing they'll see is this little icon. This is actually a subscribe button. So if they click the icon image, then they will be subscribed to your channel. Make sure you save that. And now let's head over to cards. Cards are the little boxes that appear right here when you're watching a YouTube video. This is where you set those. You can set a card to a video, a playlist, or even another channel. Now, you probably don't have another YouTube channel if you're posting your first YouTube video. So let's just add a video here. And you can search from your own videos, or you can search for somebody else's YouTube video. I'm going to select this one here. And then to place that card at the exact moment you want in your video, head down to the bottom of this window. Grab this playhead and run it along the timeline here at the bottom to preview your video. Find the moment you want that card to appear and leave your playhead queued up there. Then grab this blue bar. This represents that card, and just drag it over to your playhead. And then at that exact moment in your video is where the card will appear. And of course, hit the save button. So now that we've done all that, let's hit the next button. And this option is for checks. Once you've uploaded your video, YouTube automatically checks it to make sure that there aren't any copyright conflicts with most specifically music cuts that you might have added to your video that you don't have the rights to. It alerts you if you're going to write into a copyright problem later where someone could force you to take down your video, or if you get it monetized, you won't get any more money from it. So you definitely want to know if you are infringing on anyone's copyright before you publish your video, and YouTube has this great system for automatically doing that. All right, let's hit next. And the next option here is visibility. Now, you can publish it privately. So if you wanted to share the video privately, you can invite specific people using their email addresses here, and then they can view the video when they are logged into their own Google accounts. You can select unlisted, so anyone with the direct link to that video can view it. So you don't have to invite them specifically, but they can share that link to other people. And right here is the video link that you would share. You can make it public so that your YouTube video is publicly available to everyone. And you can also schedule it for a future date. This is how I do my videos. I schedule them for Mondays at 11 a.m. every week. So I don't have to be right at my computer ready to publish it live for it to go live at 11 a.m. on Mondays. And then just hit that schedule button. So there you go, guys. That is how you post your first YouTube video. If you have any further questions, drop them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Good luck on your YouTube journey, and I will see you again.